Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, luxury real estate expert, author, and agent. I'm here inside my beautiful, luxurious, but not overly ostentatious Cape Cod office, continuing our series on seller communication. As you recall, last time we talked about sometimes we need to keep the listing for long periods of time until the property sells, and the key to doing that is great communication with the seller. Now, as you recall, I showed you this form last time. I'm going to show you this spreadsheet each and every time we get together during this series. You'll be sick of it by the time we're done. But if you'd like your own copy, send me an email. I'll be happy to send one to you by return email. But again, it shows us each month of the year broken down in 4 slots so that we can check off and make sure we're having minimum communication with our seller at least once per week. So when there's nothing to say to a seller, we oftentimes put off talking to them because we don't know what to say. So today I'll give you some suggestions of things you can talk about. Market news. Look for news articles each week that you can share with your sellers about what's going on in the marketplace. And as I mentioned last time, don't send news about a bad market to a seller and pile onto the seller. Frame it in that, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is the stuff that our buyers are looking at. This is what I'm fighting on your behalf that's appearing in the media right now. But you can find things on the web. Don't forget to set Google alerts. I set Google alerts to Cape Cod real estate market. Luxury real estate market. I want to get alerts that pertain to my market every day that something shows up on the internet. Then I have stuff I can share with my sellers. I have great content to share with them. Use this for your weekly conversation when you don't have anything else to say. For example, if there's been no showings that week. You'll also find things in the newspaper, in magazines, Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Business Week, Real Estate Today. You'll find all kinds of articles that you can send to your sellers. Discuss these during your call. You can put them in the form of mailings and with follow-up to mailed pieces about these kinds of articles. But for the absentee seller, you can take it a step further. We have a lot of absentee sellers in my marketplace, so we look for other opportunities to talk to them. For example, we could say, you know what, there's been no showings this week, but I did go by the property and I checked it. I'm not a home inspector. I'm not a property manager, but I wanted to make sure that everything is ready for when we do have a showing. So everything looked great. Or I used our market preparation checklist once again. I reviewed it and noticed that there's a couple things that need attention at your property. Or I could say, everything looks great. There's nothing you need to worry about. We're ready for the next showing when it does come up. So then, as I mentioned last time, we have this monthly schedule of correspondence we have with our seller based upon the directions to my shampoo bottle. Remember the lather, rinse, repeat. So we want to keep them all lathered up during the whole listing period. So as we talked about last time, month 2, we give them weekly market news, our Realtor.com traffic report, new competing listing report, and then a ratio of pendings to new listings report. You can also substitute listings that compete with your property that have gone under contract since the last time we talked. Month 3, more market news, more stats from Realtor.com. I cannot tell you how important it is to share with your seller how many people are looking at their property online. I tell my sellers that, roughly speaking, we should have 1 person through the door for every 1,000 people who are looking at the property online. If we don't have that, it's only the price. That's the only reason we're not getting traffic. Again, new listing report and the pending to new listing ratio. And by month 3, at the end of month 3, we should be updating our CMA also. Month 4, market news, more stats from Realtor.com, competing listing report or under contract report, and then start doing a pricing dialogue to convey to your seller, month 4, it's time to look at the price if we're not getting showings or offers. Month 5, it's the same thing over again. You can see why we call it lather, rinse, repeat, because this gets us through the whole 6-month period of our listing. When you have this all printed out and scheduled on your desk, the stress goes away of having nothing to say when there's nothing to say. Now you always have something to say, even when there's nothing to say. So next time we'll talk about some specific examples of things that you can send to your seller, but just a quick reminder, first Tuesday of every month, luxuryrealestateunplugged.com. Log in, check it out, ask your questions. It's the best value in luxury real estate coaching on the planet. Until next time, make it a great week.